What's up, you guys? Godzilla Fan Freaks coming at you today with another figure review. And today we got a big one, so strap yourselves in. Today, I am reviewing from Titanic Creations their second officially licensed kaiju figure, Yongary, Monster from the Deep. So yes, after Gorgo from the UK, now we're taking a trip over to South Korea with Titanic Creations with the monster Yongary. And before I dive right on in here, just another big shout out, thanks, goes out to Titanic Creations. Because this was gifted to me from Mac over there at Titanic Creations. Just for kind of, helping promote Titanic Creations a little bit. Of course, I had Titanic Creations at my Tucson Kaiju Festival in 2023 when we did it here in Tucson. And they had a good time, sold a bunch of figures. So it was really nice having them as a vendor. And so, this is just kind of thank you for all that and everything like that. So again, big shout out and thanks goes out to Titanic Creations for making this video possible. This video and review brought to you, sponsored by Titanic Creations. So again, links will all be down in the description. I will link Titanic Creations website, their Instagram page, their Facebook page, and of course, Titanic Creations, even though I'm not on it, they are over there on X.
X, that's right.
So yes, just, check out Titanic Creations on all the platform. That way you keep up to date with everything that they have going on, from new figures coming out, new variant releases. We have a blue Gorgo in the works. They have the building and roads, and you can kind of create your own miniature cities and stuff for your kaiju figures to destroy and whatnot. So lots over there at Titanic Creations, plus all of their original kaiju from Titanicus to Nosferatu, Griffix, and Slinerix. I forget what the snake scorpion one is. But they have all their original kaiju over there. They have their original comic book based around all their kaiju. That way you can read and kind of get some lore and backstory on all of their original stuff. They have some plushes over there. Plus, Titanic Creations is bringing us X Plus style statues in the forms of a 30-centimeter Gorgo. They're coming out with a Yongary here that's going to be in a 30-centimeter scale. And definitely more down the road to come. So again, head on over to Titanic Creations, show them some support, spread the word about them, because they are a company. Mac just does such a good job over there and is so well deserved of just all the hard work that he puts in. Because he's pretty much a one-man army over there, aside from some friends and family that help him out with certain tasks and everything like that. But really, it's just Mac over there making all this magic happen for us, the consumers, the kaiju fans. And boy, does he give us the bang for the buck. And we'll get on into that sooner here in the review. But just to dive right on in, of course, we have the wonderful, beautiful box, similar to the box that Gorgo came in. This is the back side of the box. You have a nice artwork piece done by Matt Frank of Yongary. Very well done. And again, this is a really big box, bigger than Gorgo's. And that's because Yongary came with so much extra stuff. Oh my goodness. This is an amazing figure. I think they only have a small handful of them left. So if you haven't yet already, definitely click the link in the description. Head on over to that website and get yourself this figure before it's gone for good. Because you will want to get it if you are a kaiju figure collector. If you like stuff like SH Monster Arts, everything like that, this is right up your alley. But again, back to the box. So a very nice depiction on the back of the box. I'll try to turn it the best I can here and try to keep it in frame, but it's not the easiest. But that artwork just wraps around each side of the box here and is absolutely beautiful. You got the helicopter up there, turning the box all the way around. to where you have the front part of the box. There you have the Yongary in the Korean kanji. On the top, you have Yongary, big bright red letters, and then of course Titanic Creations logo. And on the bottom side, you just have some legal jargon stuff, some more logos, and then again, special thanks to Hong Gi-hoon, Park Sang-koo, Kim Hyung-jae, and Mason H. Zilla. Sorry if I butchered any of those names, but again, I'm pretty sure that those are people who helped make this project happen, and that is absolutely amazing. I do also know Dope Pope was in on the sculpting of this figure and whatnot, so lots of good hands, and big thanks and shout outs to go out to making this figure a reality for sure. So let's just get this gigantic big box out of the way, get my camera set back where I need it to be, zoom in, and let's check out Yongary here. Let me get some more light going on. That way we're good there. So yes, Yongary here. Oh my goodness, what an amazing figure. This figure is absolutely stunning. Now, I will go out there and say, and I'm not sure if Mac is going to watch this video or not, no need to send me another, but I do believe he came with a horn that doesn't have the effect piece on it. I don't know if I lost it when I was opening it up and I just didn't see it, but I do not have a regular horn for Yongary here. I just have the one that has the laser effect part attached to it, and I don't think the laser comes off in any way now, so that's just one whole horn piece. So my Yongary will not be displayed, or this review will not be done with just the basic horn attached to the body. But again, no need to send me a replacement. It's not a big deal. I plan on displaying Yongary as is anyway. I'm going to put his flame effect in his mouth, the whole 9 yards, because how can you not, utilize every bit of the things that come with this figure to display him. It's worth it. So straight on into the review here. Let's talk about paint and color. Yongary here, a very nice, like dark grayish green throughout the whole body. You have a little bit of a lighter brownish, almost greenish color here for the front side of his neck and his chest and abdomen area, and that goes continuously down all the way to the tip of the tail. His dorsal spines here are kind of that same brownish greenish color, so just really, really nice and good coloration throughout the figure. Looks really, really nice. The eyes are very, very well done and clean. No bit of slop on the eyes. You have like a creamyish yellow white with some browns, blacks, and then a white speck in there. Just very, very nicely well done. Inside of the mouth, you have really nice reds, like a brick red throughout. His teeth are a very nice, like lighterish gray color. Same thing with the horn and his claws on his hands and his feet. You just have that lighter bone ivoryish grayish tan. And just overall, I mean, simple coloration, but Yongary wasn't that crazy colored anyway. Just really, really overall fantastic paint on this guy. I mean, it's clean. There's no bit of slop anywhere. Amazing quality control. Detail-wise, absolutely beautiful. All the scales in the skin, the dorsal spines, the teeth, the eyes. Again, all the spines on the top of the head, the horn itself. Inside of the mouth, again, it's not painted silver, but there you have that, kind of metal tube that is that you can see when you watch the movie in certain shots. And that is just awesome. And the flame effect part, of course, plugs right on in there. But just amazing detail. I mean, look at all this, the scales and the armor plating. Again, his little dorsal fins, the little spikes down here at the end of the tail. Just beautifully, beautifully well detailed. The claws, the toes, the fingers, hands. Just beautifully, beautifully well detailed. I mean, just all the lines and everything in the face just look absolutely wonderful. Absolutely beautifully well done on this figure. I mean, just look at all that detail work in the legs. Beautifully, beautifully well done. Amazing figure. Titanic Creations, you knocked this out of the park. Just beautiful detail all the way around. And again, no bit of slop, nothing looks bad. It just looks great. Articulation for this guy, of course, as you've seen, he does have a hinged jaw, so the mouth can open and close. He does have articulation at the head to where you can look left, you can look right, you can kind of look up and kind of look down. And then he has more articulation here in the base of the neck, connecting to the shoulders, to where you can get a little bit more tilt action. You can kind of turn it a little more left and a little more right, and then you can kind of position it up or down ever so much, but not much. Yongary really can't look down all that well. Even with this joint that is here in the abdomen area, it doesn't really serve a big ab crunch purpose, but it is more for just kind of getting him to turn left, getting him to turn right, and a little bit of forward, backward motion action here. And then, of course, you can get some tilts out of that as well. Arms, of course, you can bend them out, bend them down, rotate them forward and backward there at the shoulder. Elbows on a hinge, but you can also rotate at the elbows as well. Hands, very nice, joints in the hands. You get all kinds of rotations and pivots out of his wrists and whatnot. So really, really well done there. As far as legs go, his legs can kick backward. You could probably get that to rotate all the way around, but I don't like to force joints. You can kick backward, you can kick forward. Of course, you can kind of bend those out a little bit too. Knees have a really nice bend in them. As you can see, you can get a really good bend in those knees, and that also does rotate at the knee. And then, of course, ankles. You can rotate, pivot. You can kind of hinge them down. The ball joint on mine is off to the side, so I just have to kind of rotate that around a little bit more. And then rotate the foot, and then there I can get my upward and downward motions with the feet. So really good articulation overall on this figure. Tail. Beautifully done tail. I mean, this is 100% just SH Monster Arts tail material here. It's just absolutely amazing. It flows really good, and it just feels really good. Great, great tail articulation. Overall, paint, detail, articulation, absolutely fantastic and very well done. Again, I mean, just amazing. As far as like accessories and stuff go, and this is where I'm talking about the bang for the buck. You know what I mean? Like Yongary here, if you got your order in, if you got your pre-order in and everything like that, you got this guy for just a little over $100 out the door. You can't beat that with Tamashii Nations or anyone else who makes those highly articulated kaiju figures and wants to charge you $130 plus, and this is all you get. So for a decent fraction of that price, for $100, not only do you get Yongary here, you get the laser horn accessory, you get the fire breath accessory that plugs in really nice. Both are translucent. This is a very nice translucent like yellow, and then you have a very nice translucent orangish yellow here for the flame. So I mean, just fantastic effect pieces there. But not only does it stop there, you get some tanks, and not just one, not just two, you get 3 tanks to go with Yongary. So you get 3 nice little tanks. You get this nice little street road base that you can plug in these bendy wires into. And on those, you get 3 fighter jets and a helicopter. But in the famous words of Billy Mays, wait, there's more. Yongary comes with a couple of bridge pieces that you can get standing on these bridge bases. So if you wanted to set up the bridge, you know, you have that end there, this end kind of halfway on there, scoot Yongary back here, and then get the other bridge to sit on that middle piece right there, and then line this up right here. Bam! You know, you got Yongary on the bridge, you know, attacking the bridge, have him knock it down. And then for those who have seen the movie, what does Yongary feed on? He feeds on oil, right? So you got these gigantic storage oil containers for Yongary to feed off of, explode. The tops even come off of them, and these can even add as storage for the accessories themselves. You can throw the tanks in here. You could throw the jets and the helicopters in here. You can't throw the bridges in there, but you can throw the bases that the bridges are supported by in there. So, you know, there is space and storage with these oil canisters as well. And again, you don't get just 1 or 2, you get 3 of those bad boys. So, I mean, and again, look at them in size compared to the figure itself. Again, decently scaled, decently sized. And again, guys, we're not done. There's still more. Finally, you really get this awesome, beautifully well painted and detailed castle for Yongary to approach and attack. You could put the tanks out here on the lawn. But I mean, again, just beautifully well painted, detailed. It's not like it's just bare bones and just a mold. You got golds, greens, reds, grays, tans. Just overall, you got a nice little door down in there. I mean, fantastic. This is just absolutely amazing for what you get. Let's widen that shot. Just take a look at everything. There's everything that you get with Yongary. You get beam effect piece, fire effect piece, oil storage canister drums, a bridge, 2 bridges really if you think about it. You get the castle, you get 3 jets, a helicopter, and a little road base for all that to plug into. All for the small price of $100. That's if you pre-ordered it and got him when he was coming out. I want to say the price goes up on Yongary and Gorgo if you didn't get on the pre-order window. But still, for what you get, you still are getting your money's worth regardless. 100%. I mean, again, you can't hold anything here to Tamashii Nations. Like, the Titanic Creations is just blowing them out of the water. You know what I mean? I mean, for what you get, it's really embarrassing. You know, when you got a small-time company which goes through all the same type of marketing things and this and that Tamashii does and SH Monster Arts, and they're able to give us this figure, but then Tamashii Nations isn't able to give us stuff like this. You know, it's one of those things you make it make sense in a way. And, you know, it's not like I'm trying to start a war between Titanic Creations or Tamashii Nations or anything like that, because I'm sure Mac doesn't want any part of that. But, but I'm just showing you, as a collector, as a consumer, as a fan of this stuff, this right here is worth it to us. This right here is what we expect when we're paying premium prices. Not take all of this stuff away and all you get is the figure for $130 plus. No. 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 Titanic Creations, again, just like with Gorgo, fantastic job. If anything, they perfected it here. This is just an absolutely amazing, amazing figure set. Man, if I was younger, I mean, granted, don't get me wrong, this still blows my mind. But man, if I was younger and a kid and was actively, you know, playing with things, oh man, this would be the bee's knees. This would be the bee's knees. So again, Mac, Titanic Creations, you guys are doing wonders for the kaiju community out there. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me get his breath effect part out there. Again, I got to leave in the laser horn because I don't have a regular horn. Let's go up back on into size comparisons here. And let's do some size comparisons with Titanic Creations' other licensed kaiju figure. Let's bring in Gorgo. Now, Gorgo is smaller. Again, this is Titanic Creations' like first attempt at a officially licensed kaiju figure. So again, the details are not as sharp. The articulation, you know, is a little... It's there, but it's still a good figure, but you can definitely tell a difference in quality between the two. And Titanic Creations, man, don't change nothing moving forward. That is all I will say. Gorgo is still a great figure, but you can definitely see a difference quality-wise between the two. But here's what Gorgo looks like next to him. And again, Gorgo was the same price as Yongary. And yeah, Gorgo came with less stuff. Again, this was Titanic Creations' first attempt and first run at officially licensed kaiju figure. And then they just really stepped it up by 10, by 100, if you will, by 1,000, and still was able to give us the exact same price that this figure was. I mean, again, that's just amazing. That is amazing, and it is a good time to be a kaiju fan and to have a company like Titanic Creations. Truly. And again, Mac, Titanic Creations, thank you for sending me Yongary and making this review and this video possible. Thank you so much. But, yes, so there's your size comparison between Gorgo and Yongary. Here is Yongary with your standard 6-inch Bandai, and he's even just a touch taller than that. I mean, even that little laser horn is going right over Godzilla's head, and of course that's the way the head's positioned, but I mean, Yongary's in that 6-inch scale, so he'll look well with your Bandai figures. And lastly, let's just bring out the SH Monster Arts figures. SH Monster Arts Godzilla 1962, again, still looks great. Great scaling with Gorgo, great scaling with Bandai figures, great scaling with SH Monster Arts. Got that little derp jaw going on there. And Yongary gets the derp jaw. You can't beat that. That should have been an extra like $10 right there. I love a good derp. But just great figure. Again, 10 out of 10. I got no complaints. Some of the joints are a little loose, but you know what? for the quality of the paint and the detail and the accessories, I could live with a couple of loose joints. It ain't a big deal. Now, $130 plus, and all you get is this, and you got some loose joints, then we got a problem. I want the bang for the buck, and I want the quality to come with it. That about does it, you guys, for this review. We are Godzilla fan freaks. Hope you enjoyed my review on the Titanic Creations Yongary Monster from the Deep figure. Like always, please comment, like, and subscribe. Atomic blast that like button. Atomic blast those notification bells. Go like and follow Godzilla Fan Freaks over on Facebook and Instagram. Go like and follow Titanic Creations over on Facebook, Instagram, X.
X. That's right.
And again, shout out to Nick Adams over at the Monster Report for sending me that little X bit. I got to give credit where it's due for him for that. So thank you for sending that over. I always love it when Nick uses that in his videos, and I asked him if he could send it to me so I could use it specifically kind of for this, because again, I don't use X, so I don't really have any reason to use it moving forward, but who knows? Maybe I'll just keep the little bit, and with Nick's permission, I can use it freely in some videos as a little comedic thing. I don't know. But, no. I hope you guys really enjoyed this review. I had a lot of fun with it. We are Godzilla Fan Freaks. Again, do all those great things. Subscribe over to Titanic Creations. They also have a YouTube channel. Subscribe to the Monster Report. Great guy over there, Nick Adams. Like always, you guys, we are Godzilla Fan Freaks, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.